want y'all to give me some feedback. Like, where would you be at in your life if you didn't quit? Just think about that. All right, because this is just the truth, man. And the reason I'm so passionate about this, because I've seen so many people quit on themselves. I've seen so many people quit on people they love. And listen, there's a difference between quitting and being smart, all right? Let's not take it out of context. But I've seen so many people quit on things that they know they shouldn't quit on. And I'm going to tell you why I'm so passionate about it, because I know where quitting leads to. Quitting leads to depression. Depression leads to suffering. And suffering can lead to suicide. Suffering can lead to you living a life that you don't want to live anymore. I know where that leads to. And the small thing is quitting. Like, we are too great at quitting. Right? We're too great at it. Like, once we get rejection or once we get failure or once something doesn't go right, we quit. Once we get a little bit of adversity in our life, we quit. We throw in the towel. A little bit of opposition, we quit. Somebody walks out of our life. They quit on us, so we quit on ourselves. Right? And then we let them the people who ruined our life, control the rest of our future, because now we're quitting on ourselves. So I want to ask you that question again. And I really want you to think about it. Like, don't be on this live just hearing me and watching me. Like, there's no point in that. Ain't nothing going to change. Right? I want you to be on this live, and I really want you to think about your life and ask yourself why you keep quitting when it gets hard. You expect life to be easy? Nothing is easy in life. And listen, I'm talking to you like this because this is how I talk to myself. People ask, how did you change, Trent? How did you grow? How did you become this and that? It's because I learned how to persevere. There's plenty of things in my life that I've quit on, right? There's plenty of things that I have to start over again. And it's okay if you got to start over. It's okay, but let this the last time that you start over. Some of us, we start over for the 10th time, and it's okay if it's the 10th time. But let's make it the last time. Let's progress. Let's go meet our potential, because you'll never meet your potential by quitting every time it gets hard, by quitting every time adversity steps up, by quitting every time the path ain't paved. Dorothy didn't quit on the yellow brick road. Dorothy ran into the flying monkeys, the wicked witch, a scarecrow that jumped out of nowhere, a tin man that started talking. I would have been out. Dorothy kept going down the yellow brick road. She didn't quit because she was determined to get to the Wizard of Oz, right? I don't know what your Wizard of Oz is in your life. I don't know what your yellow brick road is in your life, but you got to keep going down that yellow brick road no matter what opposition comes up, because some of us, we are suffering. We're suffering in depression. We're suffering in anxiety because we keep on quitting, right? We're labeling ourselves as a quitter. And the more you quit on things, the more it becomes contagious, and you quit on everything. Right? We have no mental toughness and we give up. We have no emotional resilience and we give up. And I know this is not the message people want to hear. I don't expect this to be a popular message tonight, because when I start talking about self-accountability, self-reliance, right, self-responsibility, self-discipline, people go out the window because people want to always blame other people for their life. Let me tell you something right now. It's your life. Stop blaming people. Stop pointing the finger. It's on you. Either you allowed it, you didn't allow it, or you're continuing to allow it to control your life, whatever it is. At some point, you got to look in the mirror and say, it all starts with me. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm not going to let my past control my future. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. At some point, you got to say, what? I'm going to make the world respect my greatness. At some point, you got to answer the call that you've been running from. At some point, you got to go live your purpose instead of talking about your purpose. At some point, you got to do it. Or you can sit there and complain about the things that you aren't willing to change. And I refuse. If you follow me, I refuse. If you're a part of what I do, anything that I took, I refuse. I refuse to allow you to settle in life, because I know what settling leads to. It leads to depression. It leads to you being negative. It leads to you being jealous. It leads to you being a hater. All those things. Nothing positive comes out of settling for less. So stop being a quitter, because it becomes contagious. It becomes contagious. I was listening to my friend Tom Bilyeu last night. He was talking about something. Shout out. Thanks for the 500 stars, Sabrina. Whatever that means, I appreciate it. It seems like a lot. It seems like a compliment. So thank you so much. But my friend Tom was talking about how he was watching an AI on YouTube. And I haven't watched it. Maybe you can watch it. But he's watching an AI, like a robot, right? And the AI was playing this game. And the AI, when it first played the game, it didn't get it, right? It failed. But the AI didn't quit when it failed. The AI use that failure as feedback. Use that failure as a way to find a way to do it better. Use that failure. Excuse me. Hold on one second, guys. Use that failure as sample. Okay? Showing you a better way to do it. You can't be great without feedback. Failure is not my quote. I think it's somebody, I don't know who it is. Somebody very popular back in the day. But failure is the opportunity to try again more intelligently. Like, you got to stop being afraid to fail, man. Be afraid to quit. Be afraid to give up. Be afraid. So just think about that question I asked you since the beginning. Like, where would you be at in your life if you didn't quit? Where would you be at? I think about that all the time. You know, I'm on a fitness journey right now where I went through a little depression the last few months and I gained some weight. And I'm like, dang, I got to lose all this weight that I worked so hard to get off. But okay, cool. Now I'm going to make sure this is the last time because I don't want to have that quitter mindset. I don't want to have that quitter mentality because it becomes poison. And quitters always find a reason to blame other people why they quit. It's everybody else's fault. No, it's on you. It's on you. At the end of the day, you have to accept the responsibility. I'm not saying you right people's wrong behavior. Okay, don't take it out of context, but I'm saying that you have to accept responsibility over your life. There's more to your life than quitting on yourself. Like, when you just gonna believe in yourself, when you gonna really go for it, like, that don't excite you? That don't excite you just to realize that there's another level to your life? Like, that don't excite you to know that there's the greatest you out there and you haven't met yet? Just imagine if you met the greatest you. Just imagine that right now. Like, the greatest you, whatever that looks like for you. You can paint whatever picture you want to paint. Just imagine if you met the greatest you. Just imagine if you met a 20% better you. Just imagine if you met a 40% better you. Just imagine that. What would change? How would you be? Maybe you'll be a better father, a better husband, a better wife, a better mother, a better friend, a better entrepreneur, a better servant, a better employee, a better boss. Just think how better your life would be if you would stop quitting on things when it gets hard. And what baffles me, I talked about this earlier, is like, what's crazy to me is that in the real world, we don't quit on certain things. Like, on the way to our job, I used this analogy earlier. On the way to our job, right, if there's a wreck, we don't turn around and go home. Think about it. Think about this. Like, this is like some practical common sense stuff. Think about this. When you have to be at a destination, okay, when you have to be at a destination, think about this. When you have to be at whatever that destination is, I don't care if it's a youth sports game, I don't care if it's a wedding, I don't care if it's your job. When you have to be somewhere, I have a question. How many of you, and let me know, I want to read comments, how many of you, when you have to be somewhere, like your life depends on it pretty much, how many of you turn around when there's traffic? How many of you turn around if there's a wreck? How many of you turn around if there's a detour? Like, how many of you do that? Like, let me know. Because this is the thing I love to prove to people. Like, you ain't got no quitter spirit. You ain't no quitter. God didn't create you to be no quitter. But what happens is we start to believe external things, right? We start to believe our experiences. We start to believe opinions. We start to believe the things that we went through in life. And we start to believe that's us. That's just an experience. Just because you went through something and you're not there, a lot of us, we don't have patience because we want to be somewhere so bad we don't realize how far we came. So how many of you, somebody said, if I thought running for a government office, no, I'm running for this office right now. How many of you would still find a way? And you don't even, I know you would, because you know, if you don't show up at that job, you're going to get fired. You know, if you don't show up at that wedding, your family going to cuss you out. You know, if you don't show up at your kid's sporting game, your kid going to be there with tears, right? You find a way. Some of y'all drive on the feeder road, the service road, you make up ways. You go down the back road, you find ways that ain't even on Google Maps. You find a way. You're that determined. Why can't you be that damn determined for your life? Like, just for real. And these are things I talk to myself about, guys. I always say that because I don't want you to think I'm picking on you. I say, Trent, why can't you be that determined for your life? Why can't you be that determined for your growth? Because, listen, this is the truth. Somebody somewhere is dependent on you not to quit. And I'm not just talking about your family. I'm not just talking about your kids. I'm talking about a stranger that needs your story, that needs to look at you and be inspired by you, that you haven't even met yet, is dependent on you not to quit. But Trent, I don't have that many followers. But Trent, I don't think nothing special about me. But Trent, all those damn excuses, throw those excuses away. The world don't care about no excuses. Okay, you are special because that's how you were created to be. When I first started this, you think 3,000 people would be on here? No, be 3. But I kept showing up. I didn't quit. I kept showing up, man. I need to stop doing this after I work out because I'll be too crunk. I kept showing up even when it was only 5, 10 people at my events. I kept showing up even when I was just, going to elementary schools when nobody would bring me in to speak outside of elementary schools. I kept showing up. I kept showing up even when people that I thought would support me didn't support me. I kept showing up. I kept showing up even when I had stage fright and I'm an introvert and I was so afraid to speak in front of people and messed up on the stage. I kept showing up. Even when I didn't want to write a book and I struggled to write a book, you know what? I kept showing up. Even when I lost people on the journey that I thought would stay with me on the journey, you know what I did? I kept showing up. Even when things weren't going my way and I made mistakes, I kept showing up. The point is this: people who make it happen with their life, they keep showing up. People who make it happen with their life, and don't think it's something that you have to be some celebrity or have a blue check by your name to make it happen with your life. Now, I know some incredible people that you would never know that make it happen with their life way more than I make it happen with my life. But people who make it happen with their life, they get locked in on finding another way if that way doesn't exist. Just like you do when you go to the destination that you want to be at. So what's the destination in your life that you know you need to be at? And you might not even know that, right? You might not even know the destination. What's the direction that you know you need to go? Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you make decisions for your greatness, when you make decisions for your growth, everything ain't going to add up. People going to doubt you. People going to talk about you. People going to say this. People going to say that. You know, obstacles going to come into your way. But when you don't give up and you keep showing up regardless, when you keep showing up regardless, when you keep showing up regardless, what's going to make you keep showing up regardless? This is a live to share, bro, because I'm on one tonight. I'm feeling myself tonight. Yeah, I don't even say that, but I know this is one right here that's going to change some lives. Right? What's going to have you, tell me in the chat right now. All right, tell me in the chat right now. What's going to be the thing that makes you keep showing up? I want to know. What's going to make the thing that makes you get outside your comfort zone? What's going to make the thing that has you show up and keep showing up when nobody shows up for you? When the people you thought should show up don't show up? What's going to be the thing that keeps you showing up for yourself? Let me know, because you got to get clear on that. Some of us, we ain't clear. We have no clarity in our life, and we walking around blindfolded. The first thing we do in the morning, we pick up our cell phone and we watch the world all day. We watch the world all day. We respond all day. We watch the news all day. We pay attention to things that we can't even control all day. And then, yeah, you can't pay attention to the things in your life that you can control. I'm losing some people tonight. Some people pressing on follow tonight, because this is a straight up talk. All right, this is a straight up talk. We sit there and we follow everybody else, but we can't sit here and actually do something for our own life. We watch everybody else's life, but we can't sit there and we can't assess our own life. Right? So what's going to be the thing for you? What's going to be the thing that says, you know what? Don't pick up the cell phone. Put in some work. Whatever that work is, a health journey, that work is whatever God has called you to do. Whatever it is for you. That's not for me to decide. That's for you to know. So what's going to be the thing that keeps you showing up? What's going to be? You can type it, but you need to think about that. You need to get clear on it tonight, because life is freaking short. Right? I talked about that wreck in Fort Worth. I'm sure the people who passed away, God bless their soul. They didn't know they were passing away today, but they're no longer here. Their family know they're passing away today. That changed their lives forever. And some of us, we think we got time, right? Oh, I'll get to it. There's millions of people that are dead right now, right? In the world, millions of people that have died and said, I will get to it. There's millions of people who said next year. There's millions of people like, what you waiting on? You waiting on me to tell you to go do it? Go do it. You waiting on somebody to give you a handout? You waiting for somebody to pat you on the back? You waiting for the perfect opportunity? Well, listen, the perfect opportunity that exists is right now with your life. Because the journey will never be fulfilled. You will never reach your peak if you're not willing to climb. You'll never get to your mountaintop if you're not willing to climb. What y'all waiting on, a rescue helicopter to bring you there? Because it ain't coming. You got to figure a way out. And you might stumble up that climb. It might hurt. That climb might hurt. You might twist your ankle up that climb. You might break your leg up that climb. But you know what? You can keep on climbing. And the prize is for those who keep on climbing. Right? Growth is for those who keep on climbing. And I'm pouring into you guys tonight, man. I'm giving my all. I'm going to lose my voice. I ain't going to be able to talk tomorrow, but it's cold in Texas anyway. I ain't going to be able to go nowhere anyway. All right? It's freezing out here. Okay? But it's time. I hope this warms up your soul, because it's warmed up mine. It is time for you to keep climbing. Right? The finish line, forget the finish line. The destination is impossible to reach. And I don't even want you thinking about destination right now. I want you to think about taking the first step. But the destination is impossible to reach if you're not willing to take a first step. The most important step in your journey is the first step. So what's going to be your first step? Some of us, we've been planning forever. How long you going to plan for? You've been planning forever. You've been saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Just shut up and go do it. Dang, that was rude. I love you guys. You know I'm coming from the purest place ever. These are things that I tell myself, Trent, shut up. Stop talking about it and go do it. Be about it. Be about it. Be about it. But, if you use the word but, my thing is, okay, we got the but, right? But this happened. What you going to do about it? How you going to respond? What you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? That's the difference, man. Like, people think, oh, you have to, like, oh, they're so lucky and this. That's not, no. Some people have just made up their mind on what they're going to do with their life. And I'm one of those people. I made up in my mind 2009 what I was going to do with my life. So every time it got hard, every time I wanted to quit, right, I got back up. Every time the world knocked me down, I got back up. Every time my funds were low, because they were low, right, for a lot of those years, I kept on going. because I focused on impact. I'm not here to inspire you. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to impact your life. Okay, I want to touch a part of your soul that wakes you up, that says, you know what? I've been sleeping on my life too long. You know what? I've been pressing snooze too long. You know, I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity too long. The perfect opportunity, perfect time that exists is right now. I checked my watch and it said right now. I checked your watch and it said right now. I checked the clock and it said right now. Matter of fact, it said right there. Y'all can't see it, but it says right now. Yep, Justin, it's right now. You know what I'm saying? Tracy, it's right now. It is right now. Melinda, it's right now. Tina, it's right now. Right? Listen, it's your life. I'm not here to make decisions. I don't want to make decisions for you. Right? Take what you need, leave what you don't. Take what you need, leave what you don't. But all I ask is that you go move. You go do something. You are too incredible to be wasting your life. You're too incredible for that. You're too incredible to be working a job that you don't even like. I don't care how much they pay you. You're too incredible for that. Right? You're too incredible to sit on your gifts. You're too incredible. Okay? To hide your talents. You're too incredible for that. And don't compare your talents to anybody else's, any of that. Just keep showing up. I didn't know me speaking to a cell phone was something special 10 years ago. I didn't know that, but I kept on doing it. Okay? So again, my question to you is this. What's going to be the thing that keeps you from quitting? As we circle this back, and as we circle back around, right? Because some of us, we're too good at quitting. We're quitters, right? We're quitters. God didn't give us a quitter spirit. He gave us a winner's heart. You're a winner. So stop quitting, man. Just because it ain't going right. This is what I learned. Somebody asked me the other day, like, Trent, how do you have patience? So the reason I have patience is this. My grandfather, bless his soul, he taught me to trust the process and just be patient, have a gardener's mindset, to know something is growing beneath the surface, even when I can't see it growing. That's what faith truly is, right? It's having a gardener's mindset. But I tell people this, I have patience because I know what God has for my life, he has for my life. I know what God has for me is for me, and can't no hater stop God's favor. Can't nobody stop that except me. Right? I'm the only person that cannot answer that call. I'm the only person that cannot walk in that, to not follow those footsteps, to not walk in that paved glory that God has paved for my life as well as your life. Only I can prevent that. Only I can prevent that. Okay? Just like you. And guess what? You're blessed. Like, oh man. Stop thinking blessings are a house and a car and 4,000 followers. That's not freaking blessings, man. Blessings is being able to wake up and know that your life is being used for goodness. Know that your life is being used for something special. You know, I'm going to share this with y'all. I wasn't going to share this, but I'm going to share this. And I don't know if her family's on here, but God bless her soul. So I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I'm so passionate today is because I had to wake up again. I had to wake up. I had to wake up again, right? I had to wake up. I had to. All right. I had to wake up. Now I feel like I'm awake, but I had to wake up to a whole other level. All right. I was halfway awake. I had to fully wake up. And I'll tell you why. Really quick story, and it's touched my heart, and I'm going to keep pouring into you guys until it's time to go. So I get a message on my Instagram, right? My DMs. I'm always in my DMs and trying to read comments and respond to people as much as I can. So I get this message, and it's for somebody I don't know, and they have a picture. I don't look at the picture, but I look at the TikTok. It's a TikTok. It says, Trent, you need to watch this TikTok. So I watch the TikTok, and I read it. It's a viral TikTok, and it's a girl with her sister. Her sister says, man, my sister just died of lung cancer, or my sister died of lung cancer. This is our last song together, right? So I don't know if y'all seen that TikTok. They're on the boat in the water, and the girl they're singing together their song. Forgot the name of the song, a beautiful song. So then I go back and was like, okay, that's beautiful, but like, why did they send it to me? Like, what's the reason? So I go back and read the rest of the Instagram, and it said that story moved me so much. I went into like a deep dive, and I went back and I was so what's the word I'm looking for? I was so captivated by that video that, you know, I went into to really researching their life, the girl's life that died of had lung cancer. So I guess she found her page on Instagram, and she says, Trent, I want to let you know that she has a picture with you. And she sends the picture, and I see the picture. And immediately I come to tears because I know exactly who the girl is. You know, I don't know her personally, but I remember I was at my event in New York City, and she had a Never Settle shirt on, a red shirt. And she talked to me. And I always talk to everybody. Like, if you know me, been around me, like, I'm not much of a talker, but I talk to everybody because I care for everybody as much as I can. And she said, Trent, like I just came from Dallas to this event. It's like, Dallas? Like I live in Dallas or Fort Worth. I was like, why did you come out here? You could have waited. She's like, I couldn't wait because I'm sick. And I just saw New York and I was like, why not? I've never been to New York. I believe she said I've never been to New York, so I wanted to meet you. So she came all the way from Dallas to New York City. And I remember that picture. I remember her. And so I go to her sister's page, right? I find her sister's page and I inbox her sister. And I said, like, you don't know me, you might know me, but, you know, your sister inspired me tonight. I know your sister's not here, but she inspired me because I'm going through that with my mom. My mom's going through a cancer battle. And to hear, because the girl sent me that inbox, she said, I could just tell you impacted her life so much. And I said, to hear that, to see that, it really touched my heart because sometimes, you know, I'm talking to 4,500 people right now, but I don't know who needs what from this message. You know, I can't see everybody. Like, I don't know. I'm just speaking from my heart. Hopefully God takes the message to the hearts that need it. And I told her sister, I was like, man, like that touched my heart in a way that I don't believe my heart has been touched since I've been doing rehab time. My sister sends me a message back and was like, oh my gosh, Trent, like, yes, my sister watched you on Facebook and watched your videos and like you inspired her to her last day. And she was like, I'll hit you up later on and tell you more about it. And I share that with you to tell you, like, you never know who you're impacting with your life. You never know who you can impact with your life. Like negative or positive, you never know. And you never know what people are going through. You never know the battles that people are going through. And it lit a fire in my heart because can I be transparent with y'all right now? Can I be real with y'all right now? I'm going to be real with y'all. And I was talking to my team today and I was just like, you know what's crazy is that I hear, like for 10 years, I've heard so much, like, Trent, you help me, Trent, you help me. And you can hear it so much. And I appreciate it, but you can hear something so much, you kind of become numb to it because you hear it so much, like every single day, hundreds of people. And don't get me wrong. Like, don't take that as me not being grateful, but it's just like, it's kind of like you get something for the first time and you like, gosh, this is crazy. But then you hear it so much. And I always pray, like my prayer is like, God, never let me get numb to this. Never let me get numb to this. Like, never let me get numb in what I do. And so it's funny because I feel like God always sends me messages like that to remind me that I'm making an impact. Because can I be even more real with y'all? Sometimes I question, am I making an impact? You know, sometimes I question that. Yeah, me. You know, 11 million people on Facebook. I question. Like, am I really making an impact? Am I really making a difference? Like, are people really, like, are they just here hearing it? Are they really, like, doing something? Because this is not about me just talking. Like, I really want to transform and help you transform your life. I want to help you rehab your life. That's why I started this. So sometimes I question myself. And every time I question myself, it's like God sends me a reminder that says, nah, you're doing exactly what you need to do. Hey, Laura, praying for you, Laura. I just see your dad passed away 2 days ago. Y'all send some prayers up for Laura. And everybody else that is going through any struggle in here, man, I'm praying for. I can't see every comment. But I know I hit y'all with some tough love tonight, this morning. But just know, it's passion, man. Like, I just hope y'all feel my heart. You know, this is not no facade, not no show. Like, it's real. And the realness is like another transparency moment. Somebody told me the other day, was like, man, you can be bigger than what you are. I said, I ain't trying to be big. I don't care about that crap. What I care about is rehabbing the world. Like, that's what I care about. What I care about is somebody on here saying, like, Monica, you impacted my life tremendously, Trent. Like, I'm doing something, listen to you regularly. See, telling you, like, that's what I care about. That's what I care about. Because I know if I can somehow impact your life, then you can impact the lives around you. And that's how we change generations. Like, that's what I care about. I don't care about being on TV. I don't care about, sorry, I'm super stopped up. I don't care about being, I don't care about none of that. Like, if you really knew me, you would know that. And so I know a lot of y'all been around me for a long time, and I think that y'all know. But I'm on a mission, man. Like, and I feel myself like arising into like, I would use it like, is it like arising into something else? I feel like I'm breaking a shell and walking into a new beginning, or a greater beginning, a greater me. And I just want to give you guys this passion, like, and just let you know, like, I'm not quitting on you. I'm not. Right? I'm not quitting on you. I'm not quitting on myself. I'm not quitting for giving these messages. I'm going to be gray, trembling, talking with a cane, probably still saying straight up in rehab time until my heart stops. So all I ask, I don't even ask for much. All I ask that you don't give up on yourself is that you just listen to something tonight and just like in silence, just sit with it. Whatever you heard that God allowed you to hear, like out of everything, sit with it. And just make a decision to say, you know what? I'm going to try to go on that journey of being the greatest version of myself. I'm going to figure out what that is. And maybe that first step is, on a bike or working out, or I just did mobility this morning, stretching. Maybe you don't have a workout machine. Maybe it's just body weight stuff, whatever. Maybe it's walking around the block. Maybe it's eating healthy. I got a juicer. I be juicing. Y'all be seeing me on the grill. I be grilling, like just whatever it is. Like, I just want you to live a better life. I do. And I know it's not easy. I know I come on here and talk with so much confidence. And I'm not talking to you as if it's just easy. But I tell you something. It's worth it. It's worth it. It is worth it. I don't want to see you suffer. You know what breaks my heart? It breaks my heart every single day because I messages every single day. I'm going to blow my nose, trust me. I know. But what breaks my heart is when I see so many people suffering. And it's a hard weight to carry at times because my inbox is flooded with people suffering. It's like, Trent, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And that's a heavy load. But I don't carry that load. I let God carry that load. But it empowers me to help as much as I can. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not the step guy. I don't sell you, I don't sell you on who I am as a person. I just speak from the heart. Right? I'm not here to impress. I'm here to impact. So I love you guys, man. I really, really do. When I say that, I mean that. And I know sometimes, maybe I didn't respond to your DM that you sent. Maybe I didn't do this or do that. Maybe I didn't respond to your comment because I didn't see it. But I want y'all to know I love you. And I mean that. But enough of sensitive Trent. Stop quitting on your damn self. All right? Please stop quitting on your damn self. Just make me that promise. Forget making me that promise. Make yourself that commitment. Because we're too great at not keeping promises to ourselves. We're too great at it. All right? I appreciate y'all, man. If you want to, you can go to, it's not showing up. I don't know if my comment is showing up or not. But if you want to, go to TrentShelton.com. All my videos are there. Like, you can binge watch it. All my podcasts are there. And what's crazy, and I say this because it's you guys that do it. I don't know, it's just crazy to me. And I don't say crazy, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. But I just have to pinch myself. Like, a podcast being one of the tops in the world, it's like 100 million podcasts. And that's because of you guys. And it's just amazing. Just amazing. So shout out to all the fake profiles. Stop falling for them. They're fake. I'm not asking for no money. They getting smart. They're actually making it regular people that's telling you to DM them. If anybody's telling you to inbox them and you don't know them, don't inbox them. Okay. I'm not telling you, I'm not asking. That's not me. Okay. And even if it's not a fake profile of me, they're now doing like regular people. They get smart and they said, hey, inbox me. Stop inboxing people you don't know. Okay. That solves everything. Don't give your information to people you don't know. Let's go back to what our mamas used to tell us, right? Stranger danger. If it's somebody that looks like a fake profile, I promise you it is. If they have 20 friends and they got a few comments, they bought those comments. All right. So don't fall for that. I know I have to say that all the time because people are falling for it. Okay. I would never do that. I would never tell you, I don't have $5,000 to give to 5 million people. All right. So wish I did, but I appreciate it, man. Let's get it. I got to go take some decongestion medicine. Gosh. Let me say these comments for a little bit. What up, Carmen? Thank you. I appreciate you, Carmen. This pandemic affected you too, and you are finding strength in it, as you tell us. Yeah, it did. It did. You know, mentally it did, just like everybody else. It's an adjustment. But I made a promise to myself that I ain't gonna quit in this pandemic. Like, I made a promise to myself. I just adjusted and made it my new normal. You know, I just figured it out. I said, okay, we in this. How can I adjust? Maybe that's the football player in me. How can I adjust? How can I switch it up? And, you know, the hardest thing, obviously, is my mom, her situation. But my mom's still rocking, you know. And it's been, talking to my dad today, she been, say, November, December, January. She been in hospice like 4 months. They, you know, they was acting like she wasn't supposed to be here for 4 weeks. So, you know, y'all's prayers are being heard. Like when I say drop a prayer, heart and prayer, that ain't just for no show. Like y'all's prayers are being heard. I talked to my dad the other day. He's like, man, it just seems like she's just getting stronger. Like she feels those prayers, man. There's nothing too powerful for the power of prayer. So we appreciate y'all. We really, really do. And, but yeah, I go through hard times. I go through a lot, but no surrender. I'm a warrior, just like you. No surrender. All right, I got to get out. I'm peace. Love you guys. I might go to Instagram. I might not. Should I go to Instagram? Yeah, let's go. Instagram Live. Let's go. IG. I'm going to be there for a little bit. I bring some people on, take some questions, and I'm out for the night. All right. 2 times in one day. Something is shifting. I don't know the last time I went live twice in one day. Something is shifting. I think it's good stuff. All right, TrentShow.com. Check it out. Let's get it. Straight up.